Good morning, everybody. Come on.
Kábíyèsí.
Ẹni tó dá ayé. Ẹni tó dá àwọn ọ̀run. Ayérayé Elédùmarè o. Come on. Alágbára nínú àwọn ọ̀run. Good morning, guys.
Ọba tó ní kó wá.
Ìyẹn wá. Ọba tó ní kó lọ. Ìyẹn lọ. Àtúwájọ́ Elédùmarè o. Alágbára nínú àwọn ọ̀run. Ìbà Elédùmarè. Bàbá Jésù. Ọlọ́run ẹ̀mí mímọ́. Ìbà Olúwarun. Ìbà Elédùmarè. Everybody, come on, share the video. Come on, share this video real quick. Let's get more people connected. Yeah. How you doing? Thank you, guys. Good morning.
Arúgbó ọjọ́.
Ẹni ayérayé. Mo ṣe bá ọba mímọ́. Bá mi ṣe Elédùmarè o. Alábàárà nínú àwọn ọ̀run.
Ní ara mi.
Tó lọ́dọ̀ rẹ. Mo sóhun mo lè dáṣe. Onínú Jésù. Ẹni tó fún mi lágbára. Yé!
Arúgbó ọjọ́
Ẹni mímọ́. Mo ṣe bá ẹni mímọ́.
Ìyá mi wá.
Yé!
Mo ṣe bá lọ́dọ̀ ẹ.
Elédùmarè o. Ẹlẹ́wẹ̀rà jùlọ. Àwọn tó fi ọ̀dọ̀ lóluwà. Wọ́n tún agbára wọn ṣe. Wọ́n á fi ìyẹn fòkè bí ibi. Wọ́n á sáré àrá kì í mú wọn. Ìbà Olúwarun. Ìbà Elédùmarè. Good morning, everybody. Bàbá Jésù. Ọlọ́run ẹ̀mí mímọ́. Ìbà Olúwarun. Ìbà Elédùmarè. Thank you for sharing. Come on, go ahead and share it. Ọlọ́run ẹ̀mí mímọ́. Yay! All right. Bring it out. All right. Let me let you get to that place. Come on, put me in swagger. Yay! Yay!
ọba. Ìwọ ológo jùlọ, ọba àìnípẹ̀kun. Ìwọ ológo jùlọ, ọba àìnípẹ̀kun. Olùdáyé, aṣẹ̀dá olùdáyé, aṣẹ̀dá ọ̀run. Mójúbà lọ́dọ̀ bàbá mímọ́, olú àwọn ọ̀run. Mójúbà lọ́dọ̀ bàbá mímọ́, olú àwọn ọ̀run.
You know what I'm saying? All right, let's bring it down. Let's bring it down. You know what I'm saying? If you are listening to this song for the first time, sorry for you, man. Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for connecting on this show this morning. I'm bubbling like a no man's business. You know what I'm saying? All right. Brain is down. Oh yeah, it's down on you. I go just say vomit. I won't vomit anyhow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So the issue is this. Good morning, everybody, man. Thank you very much for connecting on the show this morning. All right, it's 8:53 right now here in New York City. By the grace of God, I should play Calabar music. I am not a Calabar man. I'm not a Calabar man. I don't have any Calabar music to play. I'm sorry. I'm a Yoruba man. I'm proud to be a Yoruba man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I listen to. That's all I listen to. I listen to Yoruba music and English. All right. Now, see, listen, ladies and gentlemen, man. You know, listen, man. Life is not easy. Life is not easy. We gotta make it easy. Pastor, don't stop the music, please. You want me to be playing the music? Do you guys want me to talk or you want me to play music? Say one, choose one. I can play the music all through and I'll just dance and then get out of here. I'm serious. I love the music myself. All right? If you guys want me to play the music alone, I will play the music. All right? Then we play the music and then we rock and roll and then we go home. Which one do you want? Let me know which one you want. You want me to talk or you want me to play music? I'm ready for both, man. All right, somebody said talk. Another person saying talk. All right, they saying talk. I can talk. You want me? How can I do both? I can't do both now. Pastor, please don't kill the music. See, somebody said don't kill music. Somebody said talk. He said, I can't do the two now. Joshua Bassi can't. I have to talk or play music. Which one you want? All right, now let's do this. I'm going to talk because I already planned to talk before. So the issue is this. Life is not easy. For real. Life is not easy at all. If anybody's thinking life is easy, you're only fooling yourself. All right? You're fooling yourself. Life is not easy at all. Now, there is a lot for us to do to make life the way life should be. I pity a lot of people. Probably because in Africa, our parents didn't teach us a lot. And when we enter into a relationship or we enter into marriage, we engage trial by error. So we're going to continue to live our life in trial by error. We don't know exactly what we're doing. We don't know what we want to do. We don't have any idea what relationship is all about. So the next thing we want to just do is just to live by trial by error. And that's why we ruin a lot of things. Many people don't understand. And it's a pity. It's not just the old people. So many of the young boys nowadays still don't understand. And like I said before, it's just because we refuse to leave the circle, the Niger circle. We refuse to leave it. Some of us, we think that we are bold. Some of us believe that we don't have inferiority complex. It is because people don't understand. Let me tell you something. If you, as a person, a Nigerian guy, you find it so hard to function among the white people, you find it so hard to actually talk when the black Americans are talking, that is what they call inferiority complex. That's what they call inferiority complex. You feel inferior. When you see American white, American black talking, you can't be a friend. You can't be in that circle. You got nothing to say. That's inferiority complex. Oh, they're gonna look at my accent and laugh at me. You know what I did 3 days ago? It was 3 days ago or 2 days ago. I went to Sonic to go and order something. All right. When I got there, that wasn't my first time of going to the place. All right. Now this time around, I went there and I parked my car and I pushed the red button and said, "Hey, can I get a number 14?" And the lady said, "What?" I said, "Can I get number 14?" And then she started laughing. I was like, "What?" I said, "Hello, what's the laughing about?" So I was like, "What?" I said, "What, who?" I said, "What's the laughing about?" I came down from my car. I walked straight to the window. I banged on the window. The manager came out and I said, what's all this nonsense? He said, "What?" I said, "Why is she laughing?" She's a white girl. I said, "Why is she laughing?" Because I said number 14. I said, "Listen, I'm from Africa. I'm proud to be an African man." I said, "Listen to me. The kind of English I know how to speak, she doesn't know half of it." I said, "Listen to me. If I have accent, or you two, you go on. I listen to what you're saying before I understand. I don't laugh at you because I know you are not from my country. All right? The next time I come here and somebody should laugh when I talk, I'm going to sue you guys." The guy started begging me. So many of our Nigerian people, we have inferiority complex. You can't talk when white people are around. You can't talk when black American people are around. And that's why you remain in the circle of Nigerians. You remain in the circle of Nigerians. And that is why you are where you are today. You cannot move forward because of the same mentality is what is affecting you. The same mentality. I don't care. I'm an African man. I'm proud to be a Nigerian. This is how we talk in my country. All right? This is how we speak in my country. We call God, God, not God. I'm proud to say God. All right? If you don't want to understand, that's your own cup of tea. To hell with you. I don't care. You think I care? You think I want to know you are white? And it doesn't bother me. You are white or black or yellow. Doesn't mean anything to me. All matters to me is that I'm a human being like yourself. I will respect you if you respect me. You don't respect me, I don't respect you. Forget about it. That's how I live. That's how I live my life. That's the way I live my life. I remember when I was in Schlumberger, and I was put in charge of some people, and at the end of the whole stuff, when I say something, they will say, "Shala, speak English. Shala, speak English." I was like, sometimes I go home, I want to cry. Am I not speaking English? Is this not English? Is this not English? This is English I'm speaking. And then I go home. I cry sometimes in front of the mirror. I say, what exactly is this? One day I went back to work. You know what I said? I told them, I said, if you guys refuse to listen to what I'm saying, I'm going to write you up. And they're going to fire you. That was the last time they called me Shala speak English. Do you know they understand you? They understand what you're saying. They just want to mess you up. That's why they intimidate you. They push you down. They make you feel like you're not communicating. They know exactly what they're talking about. All right? They know what you're saying. All right? So if you allow them to intimidate you, then you will be intimidated all your life. All right? But if you prove your point, stand your ground, you will see how they're going to respect you. I have white friends. I have Caribbean friends. I have Chinese friends. I have Puerto Rican friends. I have all of them. I have them. They talk with me. So when you are in the same circle of Nigerians, you cannot learn anything. You can't learn nothing. The other day I was actually in my house and somebody sent a video to me. And the video was talking about how Nigerian men are not romantic. How Nigerian men don't even know how to have sex with their wives. You think it's a joke? It's not a joke. The woman is right. She is very correct. If I may tell you that, she is 1000% correct. You think it's just only the old one? No. The young ones too don't know nothing. They don't know Jackie Robinson. And it's because of you staying within the same Nigerian circle, you are not learning anything outside of your race. You can know nothing. If you remain inside of that same circle, you cannot know anything. You can't have any understanding of nothing. You can't grow beyond where you are. You cannot have more knowledge about anything. You're going to remain on the same spot. You can't experiment nothing. You can't become adventurous. You can't do nothing. That is why when a woman is married to a Nigerian man, and the Nigerian man is expecting you to call him daddy, Nigerian man is expecting you to call him as in like a form of respect, you know, say that man is got salt and water in his head. He's got salt and water inside of his head. Those are the people, they call them slave masters. They are marrying slaves. They want to enslave your mind. They want to enslave your love life. So they want to control what goes on and what not. And that's the reason why they are putting that on you. If a man is demanding to be called daddy in a relationship, he's a fool. Any man demanding to be called daddy in a relationship is a fool. You are not a boss. You are a lover. You are my partner. You're supposed to be on the same page with me. That's what God has created us to be. You are not superior than me. Who do you think you are? You are not superior than me. You are not my master. You are not my boss. You are my husband, for God's sake. We are on the same page. You married me, I marry you. You asked me, will you marry me? You went on your knee. You see, when you are kneeling down, you are not talking about your age that time. When you are on your knee begging me to marry you, you didn't think you are an old man that time. When you are on your knee begging me to marry you, you didn't think about you are 50 that time. You knelt down to ask me, will you marry me? Will you marry me? That was what you asked me. Now you're now bossing me around telling me I'm older than you. You are older than me. Why did you come to approach me then? Why don't you marry your age mates? Why can't you marry old cargo like yourself? Why marry me now? Why marry me? The moment you are married to a woman, you guys are on the same page. You're on the same platform. That's why the Bible says when two people come together, they are different people entirely. Two different people coming together, the Bible says, and they will become one flesh in all things. Age-wise, they are equal. You are not older than her, not at this moment. When you are courting, you are older than her. At the moment you enter into a relationship with her, you guys are together, the same age. You will respect her the way she will respect you. You don't disrespect her and expecting her to respect you. That's not the way it works. You know, that's not the way it works. I don't understand what our fathers taught us. I saw my dad respect my mother. And I saw my mom respect my dad too. I'm telling you, that was when I grew up. I grew up seeing that. I grew up seeing that. The kind of respect between my dad and my mom, it was kind of like a very fantastic love between them. And they were both respectful. All right? So my dad wasn't expecting my mom to actually kneel down to him. All right? Even though they were calling themselves daddy and mommy, and daddy and mommy. Understand? But the issue is that they had a level of communication. They had a platform for them to talk. Nobody's bossing nobody around. But this time around, all the men we have right now want to boss their wife around. They want to stay on top of the business and start telling the women to kneel down. That's not the point. The point is we are together. You respect your wife, let your wife respect you. Respect is reciprocal. All right? So for a man demanding to be called, to be respected, that if you call me by my name, can't this marriage over? You are a fool, a dummy, a Bobrisky in making. I say that again. You are a fool, a stupid man. You are a Bobrisky in the making. I'm telling you, if you are demanding to be respected, who are you? You don't demand respect. Okay? You work for respect. You work for respect. You do what it takes to make a man to be respected. That's what you do in a home. You respect others. For you to be respected, you respect other people. All right? You respect other people for you to be respected. So you are looking for respect, then you respect other people around you. When you want people to bow to you, you bow to others. When you want people to use air for you, use air for other people too. It doesn't have to be air. It has nothing to do with age. Air is got nothing to do. It's a language of respect. For a younger person, for a old person, for whosoever it may be. You do what it takes to be respected. All right? Then you will get the respect back. Now, I'm pissed off right now. Okay? I am really pissed off right now. For a man to be asking the wife and say, hey, on the first day of marriage, if you call me by my name, count this marriage over? I am so surprised and I'm pissed off at the kind of a Bobrisky man like that who is actually asking the wife. He said, you have to respect me and call me okay? Don't call me by my name. You know what I'm saying? Who are you? What do you want him to call you? You want him to call him brother? Brother Dimeji? Or Daddy Dimeji? Or Mr. Dimeji? What do you want him to call you? Call you what? You know what kind of a man is that? That man is a slave master. He's trying to buy a slave. And any woman who sees that you are not married yet, and the man is asking you to start kneeling down to him, to start calling him daddy, start calling him master, calling him whatever, that's the time for you to quit that relationship. That's a red flag. A red flag that you're going to live in bondage the rest of your life. A red flag that you're going to walk in eggshell all over your house. That's a red flag that you can never be free. You will have no voice in that relationship. You will only be a dummy in that relationship forever. You will live in bondage. You're going to live there. You're going to live there in bondage forever. It is time for women to wake up. Marriage is not a do or die. You don't have to be married to be happy. What is wrong with you? If the men are not being trained well, then forget about it. If the men cannot respect you, then forget about it. Is it compulsory you have to be married? You want to kill yourself? The boys are not even ready to commit anyway. Nigerian men don't, they're not ready to commit anyway. They are polygamists or polygamists by nature. They want to bang this one and bang this one and bang this one and bang everybody. That's what they want to do. They don't want to even commit to nobody. So why kill yourself in the first place? All right? I'm not just saying it about the men too. A lot of women are just stupid idiots. They're just carrying their own stuff all around to be banged everywhere. They don't have respect for themselves anyway. Let a lot of women. They got no respect for anybody. All right? No respect for nobody. No respect for themselves too. They just carry themselves for no reason, just going all around, be making money from banking and all kinds of stuff all around the place. I am tired of all this stuff. These are the messages we should be preaching in church. These are the kind of messages we should be preaching in church. What are we preaching? The life of people are being destroyed every day. What do we call love anyway? What is marriage anymore? Where is marriage again? Where is commitment? Where is faithfulness? Where is it? Where is understanding? Where is knowledge? Okay? Where exactly is appreciation now? It's nowhere to be found. It's nowhere to be found. We need men to grow. Men need to grow. We are the leaders. We are the leaders. We need to grow. We need to grow. We need to grow. We need to grow. We need mature men. Where are they? None. We can't find any matured men anymore. Matured men that are ready to do anything. Matured men that are ready to do anything to make their marriage to work. Matured men that are ready to sacrifice. Matured men that are ready to sit and listen to their wives. Matured men that are ready to sacrifice everything. The matured men that are ready to defend their homes. Matured men that are ready to fight for their wives. Matured men, we are looking for them that will be a pace setter. Matured men that will be a bulldozer. Matured men that will be a pathfinder for their homes. For their homes. Matured men that are ready to stand in gap for their wives and children. Matured men that are ready to connect with God. Matured men that are ready to become born again. Matured men that will set the things aside and say, I'm facing Jesus. Matured men ready to carry the gospel. Matured men that are ready to do the right thing. Where are they? Where are the men? Mature men that are ready to train their wives. Mature men that are ready to lead their family. Mature men that are ready to grow in faith. Mature men that are ready to clean up the country. Mature men to make Nigeria great again. Mature men, where are they? Where are the men? I don't know where they are. I want to know. You guys can hate me all you like, but I'm going to continue to shout here. You can hate me all you like. But I'm going to continue to shout in this place. What is the essence of life when you cannot even commit? What is the essence of life when you can't be faithful and truthful to one woman? What exactly is the essence of life when you cannot just look at your wife and say, honey, I like you, I love you? What is the essence of life when you cannot live together in harmony and in love? What is the essence of life? What is it? What is that? Where are we going? Where exactly are we going? Come for marital counseling. Come to counseling. Go to a therapy. Come to church. Everything is no for them. They can't go to counselor. They can't go to counseling. They can't go to therapist. They can't go to church. They can't even go to school. They can't go anywhere. They don't have anywhere they want to go. They just want to sit up and just be bullying people. And just be there and just be watching TV like a Scooby-Doo, like a stupid idiot. That's what they want to do. And people will say, it is the devil. It is not devil. It is laziness. It is laziness. It is lack of brain. Lack of brain. You're fighting the prosperity of your wife. You're a stupid idiot. Fighting the prosperity of your wife. Is that not your own prosperity? If your wife is prosperous, is it not you? Tó bá yára ò ní gbé ni. Ìyàwó ẹ lọ́wọ́ ń complain. Tó bá yára ṣó ò ní gbé. It is not. That's your prosperity. If you cannot see the prosperity of your wife as your own, then why marry in the first place? Why marry? Go and divorce her and then walk away and go and look for somebody that can never be prosperous in life and marry. And stay there and become a local champion there, or local champion of no prosperity union. Alright? Go there and sit down. I don't understand you. Come and pay bills. Ironical, disability. Go and get a job. Ironical. I'm a doctor in Nigeria. You are not a doctor in America. Oh, pass the exam. No, CCNA. I'm a lawyer. Oh, say lawyer in America. Oh, pass the exam. Lo magbale oja. Lo wa Uber. Go and do Uber and go there and make money to take care of your family. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ayé? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ayé? Ìwọ iná ni. And you don't want to work. And you want to go outside and flaunt it as if to say you are making money. You got to take picture beside the Mercedes Benz. You want to go there and be showing up and be buying Tommy figure and be buying all this whatever and be going to party and be chewing gum and putting chain in your neck rather adaushi. Olole babale mẹ́rin láàrin ọ̀sẹ̀ òde dídìrín. O de níṣẹ́ o lábọ̀ o pa láàárọ̀ o jókòó síbẹ̀. Kò níṣẹ́ kò láàárọ̀. O de my wife does not respect me. My wife is not respect. How will she respect you? Wọ́n pa láàárọ̀ o jókòó. Olole babale mẹ́rin láàrin ọ̀sẹ̀ kí ló ń gé? Irun òsìbò ló wà lórí wèrè tó ń gé. Irun ranu wo ló wà lórí ẹ tó ń gé. Ìwọ tó yẹ kó lọ sápamọ́ sí kò jẹ́ kí irun kó mọ orí ẹ kó wá ọ̀nà bí wàá ṣe lè bọ́ fámílì ẹ. Kò jẹ́ kí irun kó mọ orí ẹ. Kí gbogbo orúkọ ẹ kún dànù kó máa bèèrè ẹgbẹ́ àbúrọ̀dá di méjì kí ló dé ẹgbàgbé kẹ fánu gbọ̀n ni mi ò gbàgbé kò sáàyè ni mo láti túlẹ̀ ayé mi ṣe. That's what they supposed to say. Ìkọ́ tó yẹ kó máa sọ ni kó máa ṣe nìyẹn. Kó tó yẹ kó máa ṣe nìyẹn. So, you are doing nonsense all around. You're doing nonsense all around. I don't understand you. For real. I'm telling you. What is all this nonsense? What's all this nonsense here? For real. There are so many conferences on how to start businesses. So many conferences of how to find a job, how to write resume. So many businesses all around the place of how to save money, how to invest your money, all around. Can't you just attend it? Can you just take money from your wife and say, honey, jọ̀ọ́ fún mi ní $150 mẹ́rin kí ló fẹ́ ṣe o mo ń lọ seminar ni kó o dé lọ kó o padà dé. And then come and tell your wife that mo ti try o mo ti kọ́ mi bọ́sẹ̀ ma start online business so go and start it and do something. They have taught me how to start Uber business so go and start Uber business. They have taught me how to do this so go and start this stuff and do it. And stop sitting at home and maybe parobo powers and principality. It is from my father's side. It is from my mother's side. Eguli aye kani. Egu kolomba aye eja. Iwo le egu to mbali aye eja. Lójókòó sọ ego lójókòó sọ be. Kó lorun kó pe àárọ̀ àti ọ̀dọ̀fin inú ẹ kó bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀. Kó sun orun méje tọmọkùnrin sùn. Kó yí ká ọ̀tún. Kó yí ká òsì. Kó ṣe búrúburú láàrin méjèèjì. Kó sọ fún ẹlẹ́dàá ẹlẹ́dàá mi má gbàbọ̀dé lónìí. Orí mi má gbàbọ̀dé. Kó wá jí kó lọ ra mọ́tò. Kó wá ṣe Uber. Kíyàwó ẹ wá rí ẹ kó wá bínú sí ẹ kó wá sọ fún mi. Come and tell me. Kíyàwó ẹ wá kó jí kó lọ ṣe Uber. Kó mọ́ wálé kíyàwó ẹ wá bínú sí mi. Wá report ẹ fún mi. Bó má bínú sí mi sá. Bó lọ ṣe owó bó lọ make owó sá. Ó dẹ̀ wá bínú sí mi. Wá sọ fún mi. Wá sọ fún mi. Ó máa ṣe ìranù káàkiri. You will be going to parties upon everywhere. We're going everywhere. You will be seeing them in church. My wife has been using my destiny. Which destiny? Oh, destiny. Destiny destiny around oh my, but she send the destiny on her. She's sending her own destiny on her and she's making money. You are sitting down there. Oh, it's from my father's side. It's from my father's side. It's one power and principality affecting my life. Powers and principality is not affecting you. You are a lazy person. You have no insight. You have no vision. Nothing in your head. No short and water. No brain at all. Brain, man. No brain. Oh, go there. Go to the place where they will teach you how to activate your mental capacity. Uma lọ sọ́ọ̀sì wọn máa sọ pé gbàdúrà gan wọ́n gbàdúrà wá sọ pé olúwa gbogbo ẹ̀mí èṣù tó ń lé mi káàkiri èṣù kọ́ ló ń lé ẹ kiri èṣù is a god in Yoruba land èṣù doesn't run after people òun is Sátánì dẹ̀rẹ́ Jésù ti pàṣẹ èṣù run ó ti pàṣẹ Sátánì run already. Your own responsibility is to stand up and begin to vibrate at the frequency God has placed you at. Go and vibrate at that frequency and start making something happen for yourself. All right? Go and make something happen for your family. Get up on that bed and get up from that chair and go and make something happen for yourself. And stop whining, stupid idiot. Stop whining. Get up on that seat and get up. Oh, yeah. Mo pity Yahweh. You mo pity Yahweh. Yahweh ode osiburuku. Don't call wale fún ẹni. Tó bá jẹ́ kí bí pa kó pa onírànú ààrẹ tó tọ́run ẹ ti gùn tọ́run ẹ gùn wà lọ ṣe Uber. Tẹ́bí bá palẹ̀ ayé ẹ̀rù wà lọ ṣe Uber. Wà wá lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ nǹkan lọ tí wà sọ pé ẹjọ́ can I come and do internship here? Wọ́n ní sọ wà school mi ò sí school. Mo kò fẹ́ ṣe internship náà ní kí n kàn mọ́ ọkọ̀ tó lọ l'Amẹ́ríkà ni. Mi ò fẹ́ gbowó. I don't want to collect money. I just want to come here and just render a service for free. It will help you to be able to know the system. What is the system going? I'm a lawyer in Nigeria. Oh, bad lawyer. Oh, pass exam, so you are not a lawyer. I'm a doctor in Nigeria. You are not a doctor here. Oh, doctor B. Oh, pass exam. Go to a hospital and go and volunteer. When you volunteer there, they will start teaching you some certain things, and then you keep on looking at it. And keep on looking at it. And keep on looking at the way it's going to work. So stop doing all this yama yama and go and do the right thing. Get up from your butt and go get something doing. If at the end of the day it's not working, do another one. It's not working, do another thing. Keep on trying. Okay, there is nothing wrong in failing. Failure is part of success. If you have never failed before, you cannot know the definition of success. When you fail and you fail and you fail, one day you're going to pass, you're going to celebrate. Because the celebration is for success. It is for people that are prosperous. It's for people that are prosperous. That's what it is. All right? So failure is part of life. Don't run away from it. Oh, I don't want to fail. Oh, I don't want to fail. You don't want to fail. You can't pass when you don't want to fail. Anyone that have the mindset of not failing can never succeed. You have to have the same mindset. If I fail, I fail. But I'm going to try not to fail. So even though I fail, I must have learned a lesson from that failure. Then I'm going to go again and try it again. And I'm going to succeed. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. All right? That's the way it is. So it is time for men to get up. Oh, they are making fun of us. Oh, they are abusing us. They don't know we too we bleed. We too we cry. We too we men too cry. Men too are hurting. Men too are cynical. All of us we are hungry. We are hurting. I am hurting too. Alright, but I don't hide inside my house to be hurting. I came outside. I look for something to do. I went for courses. I went for training. I got certificates. I learned some stuff. And that is why I'm making money today. If I had sat down there, I'd be lying against powers and principality. I will still be there today, still whining and doing whatever it is that's not supposed to be done. Change your location. I'm not saying change where you live. Stop working with just Nigerians. Expand. Okay? Open up. Open up your stuff. Mingle with Caribbeans, mingle with Americans, mingle with the white and the black, mingle with the Chinese. You will not understand where your goodness is actually staying. You won't understand where your goodness is waiting on you. Your goodness will connect to you when you find the right. They call them destiny helpers. Destiny helpers, they might not be black people. They might not be Nigerians. They might not be Americans. They might be anything. So when you open up, you begin to see different things in life where you should connect, what you should learn. You're going to begin to learn a lot of things, a lot of new things. Come out of that inferiority complex. You are not a mistake. All right? You are a masterpiece. You are not a mistake. You are a masterpiece. God created you to be a wonderful creator. You are the most beautiful thing, the most perfect thing that God created. Believe in yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and speak to your own life. You are wonderful. You are perfect. You are glorious. You are gorgeous. You are the best in the hands of God. Let me tell you something. You walk out of that mirror, you'll be a champion in your life. I'm telling you. You are the only one that can encourage yourself. You are the only one that can make yourself feel good. When you accept what you see in the mirror, let me tell you something. That reflection in the mirror will stick to you. It's going to be in your head 24/7. You won't be able to deviate from it. You will see a beautiful guy, wonderfully made, wonderfully created, royal priesthood. When you go out to talk, you'll believe you are actually the best in the hands of God. You will feel like that. It's about your mindset. It's about your mindset. This is a wake-up call. Wake up right now and do something for yourself. As a man, wake up. Don't remain there on that couch. Today, stand up. Go on that computer. Go and type how to make money. how to start a business, how to be a good man, how to do this, how to do that. And when you search for it, you will definitely find it. And then open up. Don't just be around Nigerians alone. Mingle with other people and see what will happen in 2020. You will be so surprised and you will be dazed. All right? God bless you.
Olúwa tó le tó lágbára ní ogun. Arúgbó ọjọ́ lè lé dùn àrí ọba ayérayé. Inú àwọn tó ń gbé. Ó fàyè ṣàtìmú ẹsẹ̀ rẹ̀ ọba mímọ́. Arúgbó ọjọ́ ẹni tí kì í yí padà ẹni tí kì í pàdé. Ọ̀kan lánàá.
Ọ̀kan lónìí, ọ̀kan títí ayé.
Bàbá Jésù Kristi ẹni ńlá. Táyé tọ̀run ló ń bọ́, eléjì gbọ́rọ̀ gbáròkè. Ọ̀gá ògo lórí ayé gbogbo, ọba àwọn ẹ̀mí. Inú ọ̀run ló ń gbé àtakò lé súnmọ́ ló ń gbé ìwọ lolúwa, ọlọ́run ayérayé, ọlọ́run àlà.
Ẹ ṣáájà yìí, ọba. Ẹ ṣáájà yìí, ọba. Ìwọ ológo jùlọ, ọba àìnípẹ̀kun. Ìwọ ológo jùlọ, ọba àìnípẹ̀kun. Olùdáyé, aṣẹ̀dá ọ̀run. Olùdáyé, aṣẹ̀dá ọ̀run. Ó sì bá lọ́dọ̀ bàbá mímọ́, olú àwọn ọ̀run. Ó sì bá lọ́dọ̀ bàbá mímọ́, olú àwọn ọ̀run. Rísì. Yá ẹ ṣáájà ìjọba. Ọ̀rẹ́, Zúbà.
Ó máa máa dúró àdáyé kan.
Thank you, guys.
Àdáyé. Tó bá dàpọ̀ ló máa tún wáyé ọ́. Ìlérí rẹ ló fọkàn mi balẹ̀ láyé. Èrò rẹ sì ń dára ní pé elédùnmarè ọba.
Oya, listen.
Mo ṣe máa pẹ́ mi wá fún ọ. Mo ṣe máa pẹ́ mi wá. Mo ṣe máa pẹ́ mi wá fún ọ. Mo máa pẹ́ mi wá. Mo ṣe máa pẹ́ mi wá fún ọ. Mo ṣe máa pẹ́ mi wá fún ọ. Torí oore tó ṣe lànà ó jọ mí lójú. Oore tó ṣe lónìí ó yà mí lẹ́nu. Ohun tó ṣe lérí ó mọ̀ wá para hàn. Ni mo ṣe máa pẹ́ mi wá fún ọ. Mo ṣe mọ́ pẹ́ mi wá fún ọ. Mo ṣe mọ́ pẹ́ mi wá fún ọ. Mo mọ́ pẹ́ mi wá. Mo ṣe mọ́ pẹ́ mi wá fún ọ. Mo pé ọ̀gá. Mo ṣe mọ́ pẹ́ mi wá fún ọ. Oore tó ṣe lànà ó jọ mí lójú. Oore tó ṣe lónìí ó yà mí lẹ́nu. Ohun tó ṣe lérí ó mọ̀ wá para hàn. Ni mo ṣe mọ́ pẹ́ mi wá fún ọ. Bàbá mímọ́ mi ò fojú rí orí lọ.
Ṣùgbọ́n mo mọ̀ ọ́, mo lè dùn máa rí ọba
Mi ò rí
láṣẹ.
ọ sójú rí.
Thank you.
Àmọ́ mo mọ̀ Elédùmarè ọba alágbára ńlá.
Sọ́lẹ̀.
Mi
Are you
ò
ready?
rí ọ sójú rí.
Ó bọ̀.
Mi ò fojú pẹ́ bí orí
Ẹ̀rí bàbá mi mọ́.
àmọ́ mo gbóhùn
Ó
ẹni.
gbóhùn rẹ̀ nínú ọkọ̀ mi lójoojúmọ́.
Alágbára ńlá
Elédùmarè ọba. Ó bọ̀, listen to this.
Bí kò tilẹ̀ rí ọ, síbẹ̀ mo bọ́ Ọlọ́run àìkú, Ọlọ́run ìyè. Bí kò tilẹ̀ rí ọ, síbẹ̀ mo gbóhùn rẹ, Ọlọ́run àìkú, ẹni ayérayé. Ọba ńlá, alágbára, ó ń borí balẹ̀ fún ọ. Mo tẹ́rí ọkàn mi bá, mo jẹ́wọ́ títóbi rẹ̀, bàbá Olódùmarè. Bàbá mímọ́, mo lè kọrin fún wọn láti wòye ìdọ̀tún.
Látòní náà là ló ṣẹ́gẹ̀.
Mo gba Jésù gbọ́, mo ṣí bẹ́ẹ̀, mo lágbára láti dánmọ́ Ọlọ́run.
Ọmọ Ọlọ́run.
Ọmọ bàbá mi ní, mo mọ̀ Elédùmarè ọba.
Orílẹ̀.
Ẹ̀mí tó jí Jésù ní ilé òkun Elédùmarè ọba mímọ́.
Thank you, thank you.
Ẹ̀mí takùn baptisi wa. Ẹ̀mí mímọ́, ẹ̀mí Olódùmarè. À ń pọ̀ rẹ̀ lójoojúmọ́, alágbára ńlá. Àdìtú ayérayé, ìjìnlẹ̀ ìfẹ́, mímọ́ ni ọ́.
Elédùmarè ọba. Listen. Ready.
Mo tilẹ̀ rí ọ, síbẹ̀ mo bó ọ, Ọlọ́run àìkú, Ọlọ́run ìyè. Bí kò tilẹ̀ rí ọ, síbẹ̀ mo bó rẹ, Ọlọ́run àìkú. Ẹni ayérayé, ọba ńlá, alágbára, mo kò rí balẹ̀ fún ọ. Mo tẹ́rí ọkàn mi bá, mo jẹ́wọ́ títóbi rẹ̀, bàbá Olódùmarè.
Come on. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Ìwọ tí kì í kú, ìwọ tí kì í padà, ìwọ tí kì í ṣá, àìdíbàjẹ́, Ọlọ́run láéláé, El Shaddai, ògo máa ní orúkọ rẹ̀.
All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much for listening to this broadcast. I believe so many people have been blessed. And at the same time, I believe some people are hating me right now, but it doesn't matter. But one day you're going to wake up and then you bless Pastor Shola like that guy spoke the truth to me. All right. Thank you. And have a beautiful Wednesday morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. I love you. Mwah. Follow me on Instagram and follow me on YouTube. The same name, Shola Jordan Adeoye. And the Shola is SHOLA Jordan Adeoye. Thank you and God bless you. See you guys later tomorrow by God's grace.